The Cuban Communist Party is accusing the United States of manufacturing the recent SOS Cuba protests as a way to try and promote regime change in Cuba. A recent press conference was held where they presented evidence that the protests did not stem from Cuba or any other country in the West Indies, but from Miami, Florida. On June 15th, less than a month before the protests, the U.S. approved state funding from the state of Florida to a company called Proactiva Miami. And all you can find about these guys online is that they're a U.S. trading corporation and a computer company, but the Cuban Communist Party found documentation proving that the state had been funding them. Not only that, but members of their board are also members of ADN Cuba, an outlet funded by USAID, who often funnel money into regime change efforts under the guise of charity, which was created by the U.S. with the specific purpose of creating regime change propaganda against the Cuban government. The U.S.-backed companies then launched a large social media campaign using the hashtag SOSCuba, which was previously used to promote solidarity in the fight against COVID. But the social media campaign turned the hashtag into a call for intervention and regime change. After the social media campaign was launched on June 5th, the hashtag rose in popularity by 16 times. Many examples of pro-regime change bot accounts were found on Twitter like this, where somebody tweeted a picture of the Hajj, which is the Muslim pilgrimage to Mecca, and claimed that it was protests in Cuba. You see many bot accounts responding saying, "Shame, free Cuba," all using the hashtag SOSCuba. So yeah, I think people know why this is an interesting story to me. I was one of the louder voices on this app who was questioning the protests and saying this may be a US-backed regime change effort. And my comment sections were flooded like never before with people supporting regime change in Cuba and calling me a bigot. All 3 accounts that I have access to were mass reported and banned, and a creator with over 400,000 followers who used to do celebrity gossip videos started making like 3 videos about me a week. And that's not to say all those things or these people are US-backed psyops. But it shows how they now need to manipulate social media in order to manufacture consent for regime change because we're poking so many holes in their lies. This goes hand in hand with the Biden administration claiming they're going to crack down on fake news on social media. You better believe fake news means news that pokes holes in the lies of US imperialism. So if CIA agents are watching this, get your hands off Cuba. And understand it's going to take a lot more than a social media campaign to get us to give up our anti-imperialist principles.